Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listening?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
All right, everyone. How's everybody doing? It is Saturday. I hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to a little tea time with me, Jared, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author and your host of a little tea time. Um, Let me give a plug to Gino Steema Tea. Got to give a plug to Gino Steema Tea for the tea that I drank during my show. Um, Announcements November the 20th, 2021. We will be at the Hive for the pop up shop. I got to get the address. I can share that with y'all, but I do have the flyer that's up on my Facebook page that I'm sharing. In November the 30th, I will be doing my show with O&E Dynasty. My guest will be Miss Deborah Robertson. So I definitely would love for you guys to call in and check out the show, 516-453-9133, and press 1 for some tea time with me, Jared, a.k.a. Jarius Dion, a.k.a. The Gifted One. And yeah, so thank everyone for tuning in today. I have my guest that I'm waiting to come online. I see you, Chelsea. Thank you for watching. Her name is Miss Mariam Harley. I will be interviewing Miss Mariam Harley if she's ready. I'm waiting on her to get online, and we'll get started with that. But in the meantime, um, how's everybody doing today? To the people who are watching, Chelsea, how are you today? What you doing? I know you seen him watching the show, but what are you doing besides watching the show? Um, I had to shout out to anyone who's lost someone. I've been seeing like a lot of my friends, they've had some losses in their families in these last few weeks. So I want to send my love and my support out to anyone and everyone who has had any loss in their families in these last few weeks. And I want to just encourage you guys to stay strong. I know losing a loved one, it's very hard. And I understand that the journey of moving forward when you lose someone, um, that can be a strain on not just you, but on your family and anyone and everyone who's attached to you. So I definitely want to encourage you guys that if you lost someone in the last few weeks, in the last few months, um, just continue to stay strong, continue to stay encouraged. Know that trouble don't last always. Know that the sorrow that you feel right now does not last always. And please, please, please do not feel down. Keep your head up. Keep your head up and just stay encouraged. My guest is texting me right now. So I'm replying to her message as we speak. Are you watching the show? Make sure to send me. Okay. Hey, Mariam, if you're watching right now, Mariam, if you're watching, I'm about to send you the request to come on the screen. I see that you're watching. I see that you are definitely watching. I want to see if I can get you on. So just kind of bear with me. Miss Mariam, go to the bottom of your screen. I know because I got to do that on my end. Um, I don't know if you're watching on your laptop. I don't know if you're watching on your cell phone. What device that you're watching on. So I'm definitely sending you the request for the show. And we're just gonna work until we get you on. So while we're waiting on Miss Mariam to come on, um, again, I just want to shout out everybody who's doing something today. I know that today's election day in the city. Hey to Miss Loretta, I see you watching, Miss Loretta. How are you today? Um, your laptop. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Because a lot of my guests have had trouble doing the show from their laptops. If you do have your phone, that would be cool to get you on live on your phone, because a lot of my guests, they've all had problems doing the show from their laptops. So I'm gonna just keep working till I get you on, and I'm gonna keep working and keep working till I can get you on. Um, Again, I want to encourage everyone to get out and go and vote today. There's definitely an election going on in the city today, so y'all get out, go and vote today. Definitely get out and go and vote today. I think my guest is ready, so I'm gonna see if I can get her in. I'm now, and I'm gonna see if this works. Hey, and if y'all like this the thing I'm using on the background, y'all let me know. So, hello.
Okay, let's.
And vote. Definitely get out and go and vote today. I think my guest is. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you also.
Okay. Welcome to a little tea time, Miss Mariam Harley.
I can.
Okay. I want to welcome you to a little tea time, and I want you to talk to the people at home about what it is that you do in your business. Are you ready?
All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to share it on my Facebook page. Join me as I.
While we're waiting on you, Miss Miriam, I'm gonna give the people just an introduction. I was doing the Love Us First panel a couple of months ago, and Miss Miriam came in and sat in on the actual panel that we were doing that day, and she just eased in and she sat down. And as we were talking about the things that we were talking about domestic violence and stuff like that within the African American community about mental health. She sat in on our actual meeting that day, and she talked to us and told us a little bit about who she was and told us about her story. So I definitely want to thank you for first being a part of the Love Us First panel, because that was really cool to have you come in and sit with us. And I want to thank you today for being here on a little tea time. So you want to introduce the people to yourself and tell them about what it is that we're going to be working on? Because I'm going to be working with you on some
Yes,
things.
yes. I had a little
You?
delay, so I had to wait for that delay to stop running. But yeah, so
Mm.
I'm Mariam Harley. I've met Jared times about Jared throughout the, and so uh, one of the things that we're partnering and working with. So I have some programs that I is engaging in math impact, and one that
Your feed's going in and out. You're going in and out.
okay, okay. So I hear the delay. I had to turn off. I turned it off on my computer so I can make sure that. But on my
Okay.
yes. So I have a program called Kemet. It's
Kids Engaging in Math, Engineering, and Technology. And what we do is offer time to students that focus on engineering. We do hands-on engineering programs, um, making slime, uh, earthquake resistant robots, and also how to design video games. So, variety, kind of how they expose students to different their paths. One of the that because one become an engineer and innovative, something that kind of ties in naturally with that entrepreneurial spirit. Uh, there's many of people that have, and then you. Uh, so we have River Children's Business Fair, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to showcase this in the Shreveport in the North Louisiana area, showcase those, and they're able to get their business plan, and they showcase business and their product at this one-day fair that is in the Red River District. It's November, Saturday, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you keep going in and out. Like I'm seeing your mouth move, and I hear some things, but it keeps going in and out. Like we're missing the dates that you just said. It's the delays. It's literally the delays.
All right, so it's November the 27th.
Okay, go ahead. You sound out. Okay, so Miss Mariam's sound just went out. The
It's
screen just froze. It's like the connection is going in and out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on.
okay. Let oh, so on my I closed it out on my. Let me try to log back to the laptop and see if I can, if that maybe can help solve it.
Okay, and then if it just get too bad, we'll just restart the entire show and we'll just go fresh.
Okay then.
Cause we can start this whole thing over. We'll make it work.
We gonna make it work. Because
Cause
we
I want
everybody
people to,
the information, and that's the important part. So
yeah, and I want to make sure people can hear everything clear and crisp.
okay, so it says that I'm watching live.
Hmm. Forgive us, you guys. Technical difficulties with what's going on behind the scenes, but we definitely going to continue to do the show. We're going to continue to carry on. Just you got to bear with us a little bit, you guys. This is the power of the internet and its technical difficulties. So thank y'all so much to everybody who's tuning in. Thank y'all for everyone who's viewing. We're going to carry on and we're going to continue to make this work the best that we can.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's running smooth now.
Like I hear you clearly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move forward. So maybe it just took two apps to be running at the same time.
Okay.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay then. All right. Well, that works for me. All right. So I'm gonna start back over. I'm Mariam Harley. I am the owner of KIMIT. It's Kids Engaging in Math and Technology. This is an after-school and out-of-school time program where we do summer program, summer STEM programs for students from the ages of 6. So some of the programs that we focus on, we do hands-on engineering projects like creating slime, building an earthquake Bulletproof Home, just different projects like that. We introduce kids to robotics, to the field of robotics, and we also teach them how to design video games. So it comes in different sectors. Um, and so that is our summer program, out of school time program that we offer for. One of the programs that we are working on is the Red River Children's Business Fair. One of our fundraisers that we are doing is the Red River Children's Business Fair, and this is showcasing the children in the Shreveport Bossier area in Northwest Louisiana, some talent and some of their businesses that they have. With the Red River Children's Business Fair, it's going to be held November 27th, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, in the Red River District from 12 to 4 p.m. What you will see, we have 16 children that are participating with booths. They have created different types of businesses. You'll find a hot cake, Gabriel's Hot Cakes. There's a cheese business. We have different types of foods out there. We have bracelets. We have all different types of jewelry accessories, bath bombs, just anything that you can have. And it's a start of the holiday season. So I did this previously in 2017 in Shreveport. I did it in 2018 in Houston because I had moved there. And so now I'm bringing it back to the Shreveport area. So it's going to be an exciting adventure for the children. The first one that I did, when I did that one out there, it was exciting to see. Like, I had children who actually sold our products. So we had a great crowd that came out and supported our children. You know, you're going to have music, you're going to have Santa Claus. So it's going to be a great environment, you know, family fun for the family, and you support small entrepreneurs in the area. One of the things that we're doing for the fundraiser is that we are doing a directory of minority business. Derek is one of the account executives. So what we are doing, we are creating a directory of small businesses in the Shreveport Bossier area. So it's just a digital so basically it will be a magazine where different companies that are small businesses are able to advertise in there. And you will be able to link your website, so as people go through, they'll be able to find out information about your business. So that is our, we're selling ads for that. We were going to drop it the weekend of the event, but we're pushing that date back. We want to give everybody time in order to participate. And this is like a thing to do in Shreveport, to do in Bossier. And we're also going to have, like, I've had some people reach out to me that are in California area. So we're going to try to round that up, get a small business directory, a visual directory. And all proceeds to this will go to help fund STEM programs in low income areas.
I'm excited about this particular project because me being a business owner now and a small business owner, I'm definitely excited to see what you're doing. And when you brought the idea to me, I was with the idea from the beginning. Just we had to just work on the logistic stuff in the background stuff behind the scenes. But I'm very excited with what you're doing because we don't have a lot of avenues for us as African American people where we get to network and branch. I'm also a member of the the African American Chamber of Commerce. So I network and I am a um I work for them in the sense of I help them promote small business events that they're a part of, and I try and come out where I can to be a voice for behind the scenes with those businesses also. So this was very cool that I got to interview you on my show today about some of the things that you're doing with the events that you're doing. Um, Billy Anderson, if you watching Billy, do you know Billy, Miss Mariam?
Yes, I've met him before.
Okay. I definitely would like for you and Billy to talk a little bit more about what you're doing and see if that could kind of work with what you're doing. So I'm shouting out Billy Anderson right now. If Billy, if you're watching right now, definitely I would love for you to link up with Miss Mariam and let her know. Just get with her, see what y'all can do as far as business wise together. And I'm gonna shoot him a message on GroupMe also to see just to let him know to watch the show today. And let him know that I definitely would love for him to catch the show. So I'm sending him the message like right now as we speak. So Billy Anderson, if you're watching the show today, I definitely would love for you and Miss Mariam to sit down and see what business that y'all can talk, um, for sure. And I am so excited about this project because we as an African American community, we have to start teaching our children about money and about how to make their own money and starting their own businesses and being their own brands because they are the future. And we want them to be encouraged in knowing that, okay, someone in my family, my mom or my dad or my grandmother or my grandfather, or just someone who's behind them 100% wants them to push in starting their own brand and push their own businesses. So we don't talk a lot about starting generational wealth within our own communities.
Yeah,
I'm a big supporter of generational wealth. So
yeah, and that's the only way you can break the cycle of poverty. Uh, when you look at it from the economic point of African Americans having the lowest gaps of income earning uh, and massive generation wealth. So when you look at like, what are those things that we're not able to teach, that we're not passing on to our children? Because when you really look at the numbers and the percentages, when you look at the times of our grandparents, we're also business owners and had our own communities and we stored. So our money circulated in our communities a lot more than what it does now. And so you had that rise of Black middle class that was more substantial what you may see now, if you correlate it with numbers. So there was something that we miss teaching our kids or our grandparents miss teaching our parents that it didn't pass on to these generations, but we can get it back, you know.
yes,
And so when you look at hope, a lot of times people think when children have these business ideas, a lot of children, not a lot, but you do have those stories of success um, of like Micah's Lemonade. Like he has a lemonade brand. I saw his story. It's a brand called Spurgos. Next week I'm going to start posting just stories, inspiring stories of children who had these ideas and their parents supported them, and some have been went on to make multi-million-dollar companies out of it. One of the young girls who did the Athens Children's Business Fair, which is a fair that's similar to what I'm doing out in Austin. She had a lemonade stand, and her products are now in home. So there's no limit to what your child's imagination will take them. It's giving them hope and inspiring them that they can be more than basketball players and rappers to get out of the hood, get out of the community. Like there's so many different and doors for us to open, and that's what I'm trying, well, what I'm doing with Kimmy, so that
yeah,
where you can be an engineer, exploring them to different options. You can be an engineer, you can be an entrepreneur. Um, because for every product that's made, you're going to need some engineers in the background telling you, all right, this is the right paint to use with this material. These are the chemical combinations that work with products. And so you have different various forms of behind the scenes to make a product. So that's just, what I hope and that I hope that I'm doing and inspiring these kids and giving them hope for something in the future.
I definitely am a big fan of that. For us to see that we can do something that don't involve us just using our bodies, that
Yes,
we can use our minds,
we are
and that yeah, I'm listening.
we are very creative people. So creativity can go from one span to the next. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with being a basketball player or a football player. Nothing wrong with it. But there's more
Right.
than one way to do it. Only a small percentage of us is going to get that stand to that place to play professional sports or to be a rapper or entertainer. So for the rest of us people, we need to figure out what it is that we want to do.
And not only does that, like when we see a lot of entertainers who are in sports, who are in music, those are avenues that they use as a platform to get them to where they want to go so they can do the things that they want to do.
And
There are a lot of athletes who are business owners because they go to school and they get college degrees to go in and start their own business, or they go and get degrees to be teachers or lawyers or doctors, that when they're done in the NFL and their contracts up, they go on to to have the life that they want to have. So I definitely am inspired by that. Um, Master P for one. Master P is one of those people from right here in Louisiana who who took the music platform that he grew over the years, and it went from him doing music to he started making his own movies, to he started producing his kids music, and everyone that he worked with, they all went to another level simply because he gave them a platform to just do what they needed to do while they could. And as he grew, they grew. And as they grew, they all became a bigger success. So I understand that we just can't look at music is going to be my only way out, or basketball or football may be my way out. It can be a stepping stool. It can be a stepping stone towards that next dream, towards that next goal, if we have that in mind.
yes, that's so true. So that's so true. It's so many of us that branch off and do other things, like LeBron opening up the school, little
Yeah,
you know, we always think of regentrifying communities, but you know, you have Little Flip that was going out and buying houses. I think he does it in Fifth Ward and fixing up that community. So he's revitalized the community.
yes.
You know, I was talking to, I was actually talking, I was talking to Lynn Carthon actually, and I said, Lynn, I said, what do you call it when you regentrify in a we are gentrifying our communities? And he was like, that's revitalization. You know, and I said that makes sense because you know you have people that are living in their own community to take it back their own community. So you don't need people coming outside to fix it up.
Yeah, when we can do it ourselves.
We can
That
do
makes total sense.
yeah.
Well, I am definitely am going to work close with you to make this project a success. I'm looking forward to just doing whatever I can to help grow and flourish with what you're doing with Kimmy. And I want to thank you right now on my show just for giving me the opportunity, because I'm a working artist full time. So right now, this is the way that I make my money. And with what you're doing, you're giving me an opportunity to help my income grow. So I definitely appreciate everything that you're doing. And I was definitely looking forward to interviewing you on the show where we can let people know exactly what we'll be doing with me, just encouraging people to purchase your ads and to be a part of what you're doing with Kemet. So you guys, I definitely would love for y'all to help me to help Miss Mariam, where we're gonna just promote her ads, we're gonna sell ads, and I want to definitely see how far we can take this with Kemet, how far we can help Miss Mariam grow this platform with what she's doing to help the children who are our future. And I want to thank you, Miss Mariam, just for taking out your time today to do the show, just so we can tell people more about what it is that you're doing with Kimmy. Is there platforms where people can find you if they would like to have more information about what it is that you're doing with Kimmy?
Yes, so you can go to, I'm going to actually type into the feed, the comment section under here. But to find out about the Children's Business Fair, it's Children's Business Fair .org/report. And you will be able to find out information about the different companies that are going to be there, more information about dates and times. And it's going to be this Saturday. And here's the great thing about this, about the fair. It's going to be the same day as the Rockets Over the Red. So you can come
Mm.
bring the kids out and enjoy some of the different booths, grab something to eat, listen to some live music in the Christmas season, and then stay down and watch the fireworks go off. So it's always a wonderful thing, and bring the kids out to see Santa, so you guys can get you some pictures of Santa Claus. So I said it's always great to see the creativity come across from the kids from all different backgrounds, from all different age groups, to see them come in. Um, I guess I do need to shout out my sponsors and thank those that are sponsoring it. So the MLK Community Center, they are sponsoring it. They're one of our sponsors. The city of Shreveport, SPAR, Shreveport Parks and Recreation. We have also the parish, Caddo Parish Parks and Recreation also. So all of the, different parts and avenues of are coming together to bring us this event. We always say there's nothing to do in Shreveport, but there is plenty to do in Shreveport. You just guys and be in and be a part of it. So,
Yes.
like I said, you have food, you have music, you have Santa Claus, and you have children who are venturing out that have started their own business that you can come out and support, buy your holiday gifts for, little stocking stuffers for your family and friends.
And I just tagged my friend in the post, Miss Latoya Mosley. She has her own organization, Daring to Be Different, where she's going to be starting to look for different organizations that she can pull together different resources for different people in the city who may need those resources. And I'm going to see about you and her joining forces with what you do with Kemet and what she does with Daring to Be Different, and see how y'all can spark an even bigger situation with what it is that y'all both do. So I've already tagged her in the post, and then if she sees the show, when she sees the show, I definitely told you I would love for you to reach out to Miss Mariam Harley and just see what business that y'all can discuss and what things y'all can set up together. Again, if there are other places, other websites, or anything like that where people can reach you, definitely want to get those in before we go.
All right, and Kemet, KEMC.org. That is Kemet. That is our website. And like I said, I'll put them all in the link in the comments. You guys will be able to check out the different pages and be able to get in touch with me. On the page, you'll be able to find my phone number. And so if you ever want to get in touch with me, you can message me on Facebook. Our Facebook page for Kemet is Kemet Educational Services. Um, located in Houston, Texas. Is the home office is where, because that's where I kind of started the revamp, and so it will be listed as educational services in Houston, Texas. But you'll see our logo, the profile, and everything. You'll know that that's the page, and so you can always message me through that. So different avenues. So if you wanted to reach me by my cell phone, cell phone number 398-9086. That's my work cell. If you want to get in touch with me, out with that. I am going to do a website for the digital book that we are going to be working on, and so that way that people will be able to go on and purchase it on the website. Like I said, Jarek is awesome. He has all these contacts and just a wonderful spirit. And so when I was thinking about different people that I could get to bring on and to be a part of the team, Jared was like one of the very first people that I thought of. So he's just a beautiful spirit. So guys, want to purchase an ad in the book. It is you can purchase an ad. You can get in contact with Jared. It's helping us and helping the community kids. Like I said, this is our fundraiser right here. So Jared is being in touch with for that. So guys, I appreciate everything here. On here.
Okay, because I'm about to get emotional. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Thank you so much for bringing me on board with what you're doing with Kimmy. And I want to shout out all of my viewers that are watching right now, to DJ, to To Miss Loretta, to Miss Chelsea. Thank y'all so much for everyone tuning in to the show today. And as I always say after every show, you guys, remember to be great on purpose and not on accident. The future is now. Until the next show on A Little Tea Time, I am Jarek, aka Jarvis Dion, your favorite published author. I love you guys as always. Y'all take care and be well. And Miss Mariam, I will be in touch with you, Queen Sister. Thank you so much for doing my show today.
All right, you so welcome for having me. All right, appreciate it.
All right.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
Hi, Mom. I love you.